Mine's bigger.
Most of the content you watch is trash. Do you even remember what you watched last Tuesday? Exactly. So I made a compilation of my funniest stuff mixed in with a lot of new content. Here's the deal. If by the end of this video you haven't laughed at least 30 times, you can diss and flame me in the comments. Call me anything you want. Pathetic, stupid, Mexican, anything. Also, I made a second channel, your boy Research. Make sure to subscribe to that. And without further ado, let's get into it. Starting off, we've got a quick story about how I ended up jumping a minority because he called me short. I love watching fight videos. You might even see they help me relax. I don't know, fam. In my opinion, there's nothing better than the loud cries of agony and the sounds of bones breaking to help me sleep at night. Sometimes I'll even watch MMA matches, not just because they're entertaining, but also so I can learn some new moves to try out on my wife. So today, I'm gonna tell you how to conduct a successful jumping on an in school. This fight took place when I was in primary school, or as the Americans would call it, grade school. By the way, I've got nothing but love for the USA. Y'all gave us music, movies, and best of all, Johnny Sins. But fam, what is this?
With me to the first ever FatCon. Yes, that's right, haters. There is a convention just for us fats now.
What the hell is even that?
So when I was in class 5 or the 5th grade, I was a really short kid. Borderline a midget, fam. But the worst part, it was around this age that all the other kids in my class had started their growth spurts. And since I felt so left out, I'd cry myself to sleep screaming, "Why, Lord, why?" But there was this one pretty boy called Suhail, fam. Now the thing about Suhail was, this man was the closest thing I'd ever seen to a real-life Gojo. The man was tall, funny, and had all the girls in class in a chokehold, fam. And the craziest part is, he was a new student from Pakistan, so in just a few months, he had already disrupted the entire food chain. And we boys weren't too happy. To make matters worse, Suhail was also the class clown, but bro only made jokes about the boys, fam. Like one time we were reading a passage in a textbook and the teacher asked us to explain what smelly meant. And Suhail just goes, "Smelly like Pato's armpits." Then all the girls died laughing, bro. Even the teacher was dying. Looking back at this as an adult, however, it's obviously really dumb. And just like most of my jokes, it's not very funny, but as a kid, fam, it felt like shut the fuck in 2024. But one day, Suhail went too far and joked about my height, fam. Now this was back during my glue dependency arc, so I was mad unstable. So when my homie Pato asked me if I wanted in on jumping Pakistani Gojo, I was like, that's a great idea. Now, one of the most essential things to ensure if you want a successful jumping is to learn your target's movement patterns, fam. So after doing some reconnaissance, we learned that this man liked staying in class after school was over to start his homework, and that's when we pulled up like, what's good, Nyaka? Nah, but here's where you have to give Suhail some credit. This man saw all 6 of us walking in and his spidey senses immediately kicked in. Bro, dude,
there's no way out of this one. You're done.
I swear this man was so light-skinned that when we surrounded him, it looked like that one Piper Perry meme. Suhail stood up real quick like, guys, please, let's talk about this. But this wasn't Naruto G. Talk no jutsu would not work. Pato hit this man with the leg sweep and then the jumping began. Y'all should have seen it, fam. It was a thing of beauty. The wild thing is the other 4 guys just stood there like NPCs. I was the guy doing all the stomping, and after 10 boots to the cranium, the man had already turned red, G. Then came the tears. But the only thing playing in my head was, I got murder on my mom. He went from Gojo to Deku real quick. You kept calling me short, huh? I'm tiny, huh? I started going too far and kicked him in the nuts, bro. But that's when Pato stopped me and we left him passed out on the floor. Whoever said violence is not the answer was right. Violence isn't the answer, it's the question, and the answer is yes. Nah, but Suhail was mad quiet after the incident. Bro went from an extrovert to an introvert real quick. The joke stopped, and the funniest part is he wouldn't even make eye contact with me. Can't lie, bro. Seeing such a dude that scared of you really helped boost my short boy self-esteem, fam. We jumped this man so hard he got PTSD. To anyone whining right now, cancel him, he beat up a minority. What do you mean, fam?
You should be proud of me. You should be proud of me.
Japanese ads are freaky, fam. So here's a video about the weirdest Japanese ads on the internet.
スマホ横スクロール弾幕アクション東宝アルカディアレコード
Fam! We need to break that down. He just put most cosplayers to shame and he's a He's a man. Ladies, y'all need to step your game up. But nah, but for real, he looks exactly like her. Bro even has the flat, smooth, tight stomach.
Hey, yo!
Yo, let me chill. This is a new channel. I can't start it off by being zesty, but the ad is apparently for a gacha game. I mostly only play FIFA and 2K fam. You know, real games. Now, before the gacha fans start to flame me in the comments, y'all do understand that your whole game is just gambling with extra steps, right? Bro, if you're really gonna gamble, sell your baby sister to the cartel, empty out your parents' savings, do 3 lines of yayo, then walk up to the nearest casino and put it all on black. Like a real man. But these man them are putting it all on the line for anime PNGs?
You are a failure. You can never make it.
There's only one truly important question gacha fans need to ask themselves. Do you gacha girlfriend? Exactly.
Is them tears, bro?
Alright, okay, just a wholesome, cute advert about some kids simping over a massive, thick, veiny sausage.
Police!
R. Kelly and Michael Jackson would love this commercial, fam. That ending voice is so cute. My chest, the feels. The feels, man. Damn, maybe R. Kelly was onto something. Kidding. I'm not kidding. The ad just started and bro is already on diva time. This man is trying to get it on the streets.
You's a freaky ass nigga!
Yo, look at his face, bro. This man is in disbelief. Nah, but this is actually true. Nowadays, you can't enjoy anything anymore, man. Everything is fake. Pretty face? Nah, it's makeup. Mommy milkers? More like mosquito bites. Even Bunda farm? No! The last sacred fake note of man has been corrupted, bro. Then, after being 100% fake, Shorty's gonna have the audacity to say she wants a real man.
Shut up, bro.
No!
Bro, my brother. I have no words, man. All I have to say is I hope he took that dog home, fam, because that dog is the hero of this story. Now you know why they call dogs man's best friend, bro. The dog wasn't attacking him. It was warning him the whole time. But we haven't even gotten to the crazy part. Do you know what this ad was for? Sushi. I didn't even see a single fish. Anime has a lot of wrist demons, but these guys are the best of the best. If you can convince 100+ 16-year-olds to do a charge at King Kong who's yeeting huge rocks at you, these guys were all teens, right? So most of them were virgins. If you can convince a virgin to not only leave its habitat house, but charge to its death when there's literally still blood in the air from the rock shower that just happened with just a speech, then maybe you deserve a palace, a couple million followers, and a few allegations. Aaron's charisma is immeasurable. Listening to his speeches helped me bench more in the gym. He leveled up my life, fam. I used to last 23 seconds in bed. Now, thanks to listening to his speeches, I just cut my pants. He overthrew governments, fought titans, and recruited the strongest guy in the show with no powers and one arm. Akima is terrifying because she already has a couple of contracts that if she existed in the real world, run. But she doesn't need to. Just her image. Chicks doing cosplays of her are enough to have grown men I don't think these guys are men. People? Slaves pledging their souls, all their money, and even their dignity to this woman. And this isn't even her. She'd have followers all over the world lining up to give away their organs just to sniff her jacket. And also, what's all this? Would you smash Makima? First, you won't be smashing Makima. Makima will be smashing you.
I like it.
Second, you see that bad girl thing you follow on your Instagram? You've liked all her pics, but does she know you exist, fam? Exactly. So if you can't hit that in the real world, what makes you think that, you know? Despite all the terrible things this man has done, in the manga, he's a king with godlike power. And even before this, he was a war hero, had devout followers in his mercenary band, who he... in hell, Griffith. But even children in the Berserkverse love Griffith. And speaking of children, Japan, what's going on with your birth rate? Let's say you have two groups of people, right? One of them gets too many damn kids, and the other gets fuck all. Just send a couple thousand over there, and pretty soon the problem will be that they're getting too many kids. But hey, would you rather go extinct or become black?
I hate those monkeys.
Racism.
No!
Griffith, right. His face helped him a lot in his, for the sake of my street cred, I will not comment. Next on our list is Aqua from Konosuba. After Kazuma gets run over by a truck, he wakes up in the afterlife and gets the chance to be reincarnated as a hero in another world. What a unique and totally not overdone concept! But this time, he can bring any item he wants to the new world. So Kazuma picks Aqua, the goddess. But unfortunately for Kazuma, Aqua is useless in the new world. Just about as useless as the share button on the hub, which, if you're living life correctly, should never be used. Her title of goddess is so useless and childish, it might as well be written in crayon. However, since she's a goddess, she already has a religion. More like a cult because of how weird the members are. They harass people all over the world, trying to force them to convert to their cult. They're basically JoJo fans. But she does have a really great design. I need it. She's very bubbly and overall is very likable. I need it. Look at her teasing. I want to Darth Vader her immediately. That's when you shoot your mayonnaise in both her nostrils, so she has to breathe like... I want to return to sender her. I want to spray my Brogut in her mouth, and after she gargles it for at least a minute but doesn't swallow, moving for a kiss. Whoa. That's so weird, guys. That was actually an AI deepfake using my voice. I would never say those things. It's nothing but sweet romantic lovemaking at the Research Purposes household.
Stop the cap.
Itachi Uchiha remains one of Naruto's most loved characters. Kishimoto really went out of his way to show how heavenly he is. The guy was cool, collected, and had a pretty interesting backstory, but his balls must be empty because of how much his followers suck him off. Even from beyond the grave, so much so that this man's soul must look like this. Now, to find his followers, one only needs to search in the power scaling community. I once had this debate, well, more like a seizure, where some guy swore on his life that Itachi beats the anti-spiral. Now, in case you don't know, the anti-spiral can throw universes like frisbees, he can create big bang level attacks with just his fingers, and he's also nigh omniscient and omnipresent. Do you know what the guy's answer was? Genjutsu. This one story is embarrassing as fuck. Some of my homies even deleted my number after watching this vid. But without further ado, here you go. I had a crush on Michael Jackson when I was a kid though. And it's only because I thought he was a girl. I mean, look at this. And don't think like an American. Think like a young, confused Kenyan boy. I was 10 years old when I watched the Remember the Time video and I was like, damn! Shorty bad, bro. She's a bit lacking in the bunda department, but she's still bad, bro. And since we had the old big head TVs, most of the videos were in 360p. So I read the name as Michelle Jackson because all the blood that was supposed to be in my eyes was already in my dick. So I remember telling my cousin Caro how sexy Michelle Jackson was, and she just started laughing. While I'm standing there wondering, why is she hating, bro? Michelle is gorgeous. She can sing, dance, and she's got long hair. So what's so funny? Why was she hating on me for being in love with a generational talent, fam? It ain't my fault I've got good taste. Then she said 5 words I shall never forget. That's not Michelle. That's Michael! Who? Bro, I felt those words in my chest. I must have been the first 10-year-old to get a heart attack because I couldn't breathe, fam. And since Caro was dedicated to being my biggest op that day, she called over my entire family to snitch. Everyone was laughing at me, bro. That right there, That was my villain origin story. Then Caro finally told me that not only was he a grown man called Michael, but he was black.
Stop playing.
So I had got it break up to a grown black man.
Man, I fell down to my knees when the law came.
We've all done stupid shit because of love, but have you ever adopted a child because of nyash, fam? Here's how Tinder made me become a father for 6 months. Tinder. Now this and all dating apps are just repulsive and wrong because they dehumanize men and women by reducing them to simple scrolls on a screen. I'm joking, fam. What? You think I'm gonna say no to free coochie? Are you mad? This app is a special kind of evil because it made me okay with becoming a father. Okay, not like that. It'll all make sense, I promise. But before we go any farther, we're gonna have to practice equivalent exchange, G. I'll destroy any respect you have for me by telling you my biggest simp story and potentially ruin any chances I have of future employment, and you'll give me a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're already subbed, you'll share the video with your friends. Deal? Let's begin. Alright, so my story starts off how all Tinder horror stories start off, laying on my bed at 3 AM with a hard pee-pee, wondering if anyone would really miss me if I died. So naturally, I download Tinder to shut the demons up. Bada bing, bada boom, I'm done setting up my profile and I start swiping. Ooh, and some advice to anyone who's on Tinder. First of all, leave. But if you're so down bad that you don't want to leave, then just admit that you have no standards and pull the Usain Bolt fam. Your fingers should be running on your screen, only swiping yes to everyone. That's the fast forbidden jutsu to winning on dating apps. Just swipe right on everything, and I mean everything.
My name is Optimus Prime.
The second one, and this one is mostly for the fellas, but you're gonna have to sell these women a dream. For example, normally shorties on dating apps avoid starting conversations the way Lizzo avoids salad. They're like, you clown, entertain me, be hilarious, make me laugh, don't be boring. So you don't wanna pull any waste man messages like, hey, or you're so beautiful. Duh. She has 50 other NPCs telling her that in her DMs. No, what you want is to provide value. So you start off with, where would you like to go on our first date? She'll be mad talkative after you drop that form. But once again, my brother, we must stay focused. Don't forget that you're selling her a dream. And like most dreams, it won't come true. So you never actually take her on that date. You just lead it on while doing cheap dates, promising her that one day you'll take her on her dream date. Back to the simp story. So after pulling Forbidden Jutsu 1 and 2 with a baddie my age called Yo, I can't even use her real name. She watches a lot of YouTube, and if she finds my channel, I'm getting cooked. So I match with Lucy, and she is gorgeous, dresses like a lady and is actually funny. She even tells me that she likes anime but watches dub. And I'm like,
That ain't no problem. Huh? That ain't no problem.
so months pass and she is just so amazing that we're calling each other goofy names, fam. We're getting down and dirty. She's sending me naughty pics. I was in love, fam. I admit it, willing to hang up my jersey and sail into the sunset with her, but something was off. Every week she'd disappear for like 3 days, especially on the weekends.
It's not looking good, Bev.
Now normally, that's okay. She's got a life of her own and we don't need to be together every day. But my brain wasn't buying that shit. I kept thinking that she's getting her back blown out by a 6'8" buff NBA player with a dick so big that every time this man takes off his shorts, his meat rolls down to the floor like an ancient text scroll. Until finally, I asked her about it, and fam, I wasn't ready, bro. Because the first thing she said was, please don't get mad. No. And fam, right there, I knew I was finished, bro. So she goes, please don't get mad. I have a son. Sorry. Now it all makes sense. That's why she disappear every week. Lucy was a mother. But fam, this is how you know love is dangerous, because I just smiled and said, that's okay, babe. We can raise them together. I mean, I've always liked MILFs, right? Bruh, I was okay with becoming a father to another man's child. And I know a lot of you are probably calling me a simp right now, but in my defense, People say that beating your meat is bad for you, but not beating your meat is worse. Because the only time I bust was with Lucy. So I tell my homies about it and they start calling me Dada. And I'm like,
Leave us alone! Leave us alone!
I even go to see the kid and he's a cute kid, but every time I'd see him, he'd just look at me like,
You're not my dad!
Fam, he was about 2 years old and I won't lie, I was considering telling Lucy that she should just give it up for adoption. Nah, but for real, tell me in the comments, guys, am I evil for that? I understand why she didn't tell me that she had baggage, a kid, because if she told me, I'd have turned into the Flash and disappeared. But then again, I put myself in her shoes. Her situation is a lot like when my homie asked me, would you rather pee grapes or poop pineapples? There is no solution. I mean, if you're a young mother trying to get into the dating market, would you openly announce that you have baggage, a child, knowing it'll scare off any men you could have gone out with? Exactly. Shout out to single moms, man. But 5 months later, with a heavy heart, I had to break things off with her. And I still feel really guilty. She was so special, guys. I don't know if I'll ever connect with someone the way I did with her. You know? But Lucy, if by some miracle you're watching this, can't you just accidentally drop the kid down a flight of stairs? That would literally fix everything. Facebook. Guys, I have a confession. Long ago, I had a Facebook account. Shut up! I had no choice. This is not me. Back in the day, it was the Wild West, G. We only had 3 social media sites. Facebook, Facebook Lite, and Facebook Messenger. And since at the time the building we lived in was a sausage fest, I only had one option if I wanted to talk to the hoes. Facebook. But this is how you know I was special needs as a kid. My bio was complete ass. I literally said that I worked at Marvel while saying I lived in China. I literally had my age on my page, 13 years old, and surprise, surprise, I never got any hoes. A lot of old men in white robes kept messaging me though. But fam, I deleted this app when 3 years later I was scrolling through my feed when randomly a guy posted a picture of himself getting head.
Wait, no, wait, what?
Why was this popping up on my feed? And why was the chick giving him the vacuum suck special 3000 have a purple eye?
I woke up Chris Breezy.
But you know what immediately made me uninstall the app? Not only did the post have 5,000 likes, but the first comment was a guy who literally spammed 5 fire emojis.
Police! Help!
My brother, call the police. Why are you praising clear criminal behavior? But in recent memory, Facebook was involved in a lot of scandals and controversies, like harvesting people's data, election manipulation, and even conducting psychological tests on kids who used the app. And people were actually disappointed in Mark Zuckerberg. Why? Are you stupid? He's literally a billionaire, fam. How do you think he made all that money? By sitting in church and singing Amazing Grace? Nope. He made it by being a narcissistic, sociopathic master manipulator. Did y'all know watch the movie about this man? He literally stabbed his best and only friend in the back. Look at this picture. Do you think this thing is human? This man literally has color blindness. Do you know what's also colorblind? Snakes! Childhood crushes, fam. But 9, Captain Marvel, the cartoon character, not the movie version. The live action chick has a jawline so sharp she can shave your pubes mid-head. Oh my days, guys, I really tried to write clean jokes, but my brain won't let me. I've never seen this woman smiling. She's always so mad. Damn, Bree, it must be really hard cashing in those $10 million checks Marvel keeps sending you, huh? But 16, Sally from Cars. Bro, one look at Sally's front and rear bumper, yeah! And I just want to pull up in a Number 13, the Kanka sisters from Ed, and Eddie. These girls were just disgusting. But do I care though?
I'm with whatever. I'm with everything.
My goodness, I'm going through their crimes and bro,
I love the kind of woman that will actually just kill me.
I'm not even surprised though. One look at these girls and you can tell that they're lost, fam, with an extreme case of
Ain't no daddy at home disorder.
By the way, if there's any childhood crushes I miss in this video, let me know in the comments. comments. But before y'all judge me, let me put y'all on game real quick. Ugly girls are the move, fam. You can't be like Icarus and fly too close to the sun trying to date a 10 out of 10, my brother. That's how you get burnt. First, you're gonna like her way more than she's gonna like you because she looks like this and you look like a hairless cat. So the scales are already imbalanced. But ugly girls, bro, like an eager intern who just left college, she's just happy to be there. And guess what? Because she's not as hot, she'll try way harder in the bedroom too, fam. Case in point, the Kanka sisters, bro. Bro, they would throw it back at the Ed's first chance they got. Like this scene.
Big hug for my honey.
She wasn't reading Ed Bible verses back there, fam. So fellas, lower your standards and date ugly broads. I've been research purposes and I approve of this damn message. Number 8, Judge Judy. Self-explanatory.
Damn, boy, he's thick!
Y'all wanna know something really messed up? In high school, I also had this thick English teacher called Judy, eh? But this freak was smashing one of my classmates. You wanna know what's truly depressing about that story? It's that the guy was my desk mate. So big booty English teacher Judy saw the both of us and decided that I wasn't molest worthy. Why, Judy? Was I not good enough? Was I not underage enough for you? I could sit here and yap about how humongous the bunda on this woman is, but a wise man once said, sometimes it's better to show and not tell.
It should have been me, not him!
This was definitely the first MILF I remember falling for as a kid. But as fun as Dexter's Lab was to watch as a kid, one thing was always suspicious to me. How did Dexter's dad bag such a queen? This isn't an Adam Sandler movie where he writes the scripts so he can choose 10 out of 10s to play his wife. Something was definitely off here because the biggest red flag was his name. His name is actually just Dad.
You don't find that suspicious?
That has to be an alias. What are you hiding, fam? But from my deductions, there's only 3 possible reasons he was able to marry her. The first one is pretty sus, but he'd have to be packing a freaking baby arm in those pants. And seeing how he never wears any sweatpants and the only carb down there is his belly, this option is out. Option 2, the man is funny as but seeing how every time he talks, I suddenly find myself that can't be it. Option 3, Dad is secretly the richest man alive, Jeff Bezos, and I won't lie, there's definitely a resemblance. If one day I was walking home and a random thug pulled a gun on me and told me that I have to beat 5 rappers in a fist fight or he'll pull down his pants and blow my back out, here's the 5 guys I'd pick.
Yeah, Drake? Drake?
This guy? Really? Him? The guy who said this? Matter of fact, this is great because it will be the ultimate battle. A lot of people think that dark skins hate light skinned, and that's just wrong. We don't hate them. We despise them. And who better of an opponent than the ultimate light skin himself? Drake. Bro, I bet as soon as I take off my shirt to fight him, he'll skedaddle. Remember, he not only listens to Taylor Swift, he shakes his ass to her.
Embarrassing.
Okay, but low-key, Taylor Swift has some bangers.
What did he say?
My fast op is 5'4". Bro is a midget. No wonder he's called Lil. No. His pronouns are they, them? Bro, I'm 5'11". I can use this man as a leg rest. Now I know some ladies must have heard that I'm not 6 feet and already disliked, unsubscribed, and logged out. But hear me out, ladies. Most of y'all want a 6 foot tall guy, but aren't y'all smurfs? Y'all are 4'10" demanding a 6 foot guy. For what, fam? So you can ride his shoulders like a kid? Every time he stands next to you, he looks like he's walking his dog. You need proper height compatibility with your man. The best height is when her waist matches perfectly with your package, fam. So y'all can wind perfectly together and not have the guy squat to the floor. I've seen it in the club. It's ridiculous. So back to Ant-Man, Lil Uzi. Bro, is this you? 0 difficulty. before we start boxing, I have to say, I love the Cloud Village. If I had to pick between some wet, vacuum sucked, sloppy toppy from Suyu and living in this village, I'm picking the head fam. Bro, I live in Africa. I already have a village full of black people. But the Rui, Omoi, and even the Raikage, it was so cool seeing Naruto, a series I love, introduce characters that look like me. Except for Killer Bee. Anyone else think it's suspicious how the first important black character in Naruto is a rapper? I see what you're trying to do here, Kishimoto. You might as well draw that man with big lips and a bucket of chicken. I wouldn't mind his annoying rapping if he had actual bars. What is he even saying? What awards? You're not making it out of the hood, B. Get a job. Your music is trash. I'd rather listen to Russ, bro. But low-key, I only hate this guy because he violated Sasuke.
Bro, really?
Why'd you do my boy like that, B? So since B has a lot of forms, he's got his Boruto old man form, his Shippuden form.
It's not looking good, bruv.
This is the form I'm fighting. My guy, he sent Sasuke Adam Uchiha to the hospital. Even as a kid, he was still a ninja, so high diff. Now, a lot of you may recognize this cute lady from that one family-friendly Christian movie you watched last night. But wait, this video is about rappers, right? So what's she doing here?
Something ain't right.
Well, Riley is a rapper, and her music goes crazy on mute. Hey, yo, hold up. No! Yo, fam, I can't even act like I'm surprised, bro. She can say it as much as she wants, the hard R2.
What did you say?
I can't stop her. She's had more black DNA in her than I do. Maybe even more than my entire family tree. But I don't want to fight. The only thing I'd love to destroy is that kitty cat. You feel me? I actually used to be a huge fan of hers. Oh, okay, you got me. I still am. But who am I kidding? I'll never have a shot, man. Look at her lineup. I don't have the balls to face these. Only thing I can beat this man at is a spelling contest. Nah, but look at him. I'd bet my life savings that can't spell tomorrow, man.
Spell red.
LST.
And speaking of balls, since we can't actually square up, we'll play FIFA. Low def. Yes, the actual president.
I learned black, white, all colors, all backgrounds. What I mean, come on, man. Man, women.
That's that presidential flow. That flow straight out of the White House, fam.
I get hosed. What you think? They call it Secret Service because you know I'm a sneaky link.
So for a fight, normally a person of my skin color wouldn't even get 3 inches close to the president without being dropped by his bodyguards. But this is a 1v1. So let's assume the White House is empty and I pull up to the Oval Office with my out and just start swinging. This man can barely give a speech.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him...
What is he doing?
I don't know. I really don't know.
He's 81 years old. His bones are dust, fam. Alright, so you know how it starts. A fast leg sweep and boom! He'd have his knees sounding like crushed biscuits. Well, this man is discombobulated. Boom! I hit him with a left hook so crazy that he forgets where he is and calls me father. The only thing I have to look out for is his creepy sniffing, but I'm not a little girl, so I'm Gucci, my G. Wait, what? He sniffs men too? I give up, bro. What's the point of winning if I end up a victim? A lot of content creators love to cry about all the hate comments they get. Not me, fam. I love hate comments. The meaner, the better. So here's a vid about the time I ranked the most evil hate comments I've ever received. Your African accents suck. Go back to your... Afro Samurai is not anime. Don't make me puke. If facts make you puke, then grab a bucket, you dumb fuck. You're gonna need it. Afro Samurai comes from a manga written by a Japanese mangaka. The show was animated by an anime studio called Gonzo. I wonder what that makes Afro Samurai. Mr. Popo, is that... Oh my day. Plot twist, guys, I'm actually light-skinned. No, I'm not. Now for the A-tier ranking. Afro Samurai isn't anime shows, that's why the A-tier are on a class of their own. Thinking that an anime having a black MC makes you puke? They obviously only watch all white and have no cool friends. A real racing champion, and I love the use of the caps lock. You can really feel the emotion here. Mr. Popo, if there's one thing I love, it's Dragon Ball. But as we all know, Dragon Ball does not feel the same way. But since niggas have no self-respect, they love it anyway. He brought out the classic Mr. Popo dish. Just like Gordon Ramsay preparing a dish, he knew just what amount of salt to put into that comment to make it spicy while still being specific and sticking the landing. Beautiful. African, I have no words. Go back to your hut. This is that top shelf shit. And of course, perfect spelling on all the words. Just like Messi in the penalty zone, he cannot miss. Before we get into the S tier, some bonus comments. Go on lotion time. Why can't people just construct readable sentences? It's almost like most of these comments are from kids. Oh, go on lotion time? I'm gonna assume you're asking what kind of lotion I use. None. I beat my meat dry, barehanded like a real man.
LOL, if you're dumb as hell, say that. I bet you were a slow child.
Another fatherless child.
Favorite P?
It's not looking good, bruv.
Speak English. You mean favorite P?
Huh?
Why are you trying to find out what another man sprays his Rogat to in the middle of the night, fam? This generation is seriously Zootopia. Judy Hobbs. Hip-hop ain't real music. Real music is made by people.
Whoa!
That play traditional instruments, not 808s or other programmable tools. Just for making me read something so stupid, I'm gonna show you a username. He dropped this under my Gigguk video, guys.
Fight back! Fight back!
I highly doubt you have a deep understanding of American history
Bro, how are you gatekeeping history?
or the scams perpetrated by the civil rights movement. However, I commend you. Finally, we get an African black guy making YouTube videos.
This just in, guys. I'm the first African to be making YouTube videos. Also, I'd like to thank the roaches and my bedsitter for motivating me to do better. That last part wasn't even a joke. Life's been tough, guys. Please subscribe.
Now use that cash to make an army of Nigerian prince scammers.
You. So this is how sweaty Africans view animes? This comment is just special. I got this comment back when I was starting out my channel, back when my PP was tiny and my nips were hairless and red. And I opened YouTube to check my comments, and there it was. Just beautiful. Wait, you're African? Ew. Yo, something tells me this guy did not enjoy Black Panther. Wait, no, he used the hard R. What? I need answers. You can't just drop one word and bounce. This man is the one word man of hate, guys. Now for the moment you've all been waiting for, the S tier ranking. Wait, you're African? Oh my goodness. They wasted no time. Just like all good racing, they kept it short and sweet. You take one word out of that sentence and it falls apart. The perfect one-liner. Ladies and gentlemen, this one's gonna be hard to beat. Hard R? It's just amazing, but unfortunately it's not very original. But as they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Great use of the word. Nigerian prince scammers, though a bit long, shows nothing but raw, passionate hate for Africans. The angle is great. Implying that Africans aren't on YouTube is another plus, but the final nail on the coffin, doubting that Africans can understand history. Just wow, I'm tearing up. I haven't felt this way since I watched 12 years. Okay guys, sweaty Africans is what many would call a generational talent. And so this is how Pat makes it feel like he's in a zoo looking at wildlife. I don't think I need to say anymore. Uncle Ruckus is definitely happy with this one, and it takes fast plays. Instagram needs to be shut down, fam. I mean it. Here's why. For 3, Instagram. Fam, when I first got IG, it was paradise. It had diverse memes for every sense of humor, puppy videos, motivational quotes, and gorgeous girls in respectable clothing. But the main reason I loved Instagram so much was the AMVs, man. I've got to say, hip-hop and anime fights are a match made in heaven. Just like an Asian kid in a sweatshop, it just works. But the app fell off harder than Bobby Schmada did after now it's just full of racing, fam. I hate to sound like an old man talking about back in my But fam, back in my day, a black person could post a selfie without being told this in the comments.
Why, Lord, why?
How did Insta go from a wholesome picture sharing app to the average cool kids club rally? IG is the only app where white people drop the N-bomb more than black people. How did we let these individuals get this comfortable? Tupac didn't die for this, fam? Don't believe me? Exhibit A. Here we've got a lady who, despite her skin condition, isn't letting it define her and still has the confidence to make content. What the f? 1 week without fried chicken, 2,000 likes. Degenerization by Kasim. This man isn't even black or mixed. There isn't a single drop of melanin on him, and yet here he is.
You can't keep getting away with it.
She's gonna confuse the hell out of Cole. Nah, but imagine you're a cop trying to pull her over and you see her face, fam. I'd only put one handcuff on her. She's on it. Exhibit B.
How do you sit down when wearing a suit?
Here we've got a young man in a really dope suit. He mostly does videos promoting suit etiquette and is really just an overall polite and kind boy. This here boy is watermelon with a fork and a knife. 23,000 likes. Can I buy one? He's not talking about the suit, guys.
What are you talking about?
Exhibit C. Fam, do I even need to open the comments for this? It's just a guy doing a training routine that needs him to climb a tree. Bro is going back home. 500,000 likes. Where is the zookeeper? Yo! Hold up! Let's see his face!
Bad news. A message in German sent 110 years ago by homing pigeon was just found.
Oh, this guy is German. Yeah, that checks out. These man then produced one of the biggest Baba Boy of all time. Sorry, buddy, but chicken and watermelon don't grow on trees. These chicken comments really piss me off because I love chicken. Chicken is delicious. Why do you roast us for liking good food? Now do you see what Instagram devolved into? I didn't even look for these clips. They just randomly popped up on my feed. IG will literally delete funny, harmless meme pages, but let the Germans comment, there is the zookeeper with absolute freedom. That guy looks like he was probably shouting 99 channel number 1 while commenting it. And you know when all of this started? When Zuckerberg bought the app. What are you doing from? Whoa, Mark. Yo, where'd you get such a glow up? Hey bro, you know I was just playing when I called you a snake and a sociopath and a master manipulator. Come on. I was kidding, pal. Damn, you really went from I'll steal your data to Mr. Steal Your Girl's data. Sheesh. Number 2. Twitter. Now, I don't use Twitter a lot, and yes, I called it Twitter. I'm not calling it X. That name is stupid, Elon, but I've always disagreed with the core appeal of this app, the ability to tweet about yourself and your life, because nobody gives a fuck what you have to say. Nah, seriously, unless you're a celebrity, we don't care. And even if you're famous, Gal Gadot, can you please shut up about recycling and saving the environment and just dip your feet in honey so I can lick them? Twitter has everyone convinced that they're a main character, but fam, if this was an anime, you'd be one of those individuals in the crowd that don't even get animated, and to be honest, I'd be there with you.
You are a loser. Accept it. Move on.
However, when it comes to the people who write funny jokes or memes, y'all are amazing because you're helping people get through their day and making us smile. People need that kind of light in their lives. Life is hard, fam. I mean, look at me. I live in the third world, but I'm stupid enough to think that I can make YouTube my full-time job, despite currently living like this. So please subscribe to my Patreon. It's cheap, and support a starving African child today.
In the arms of the angel.
Throughout my life, anime has always been a shoulder I can lean on. When I'm at my happiest, it's there. When I'm at my most depressed, it was there. So here's a quick, inspiring story about how a Japanese astronaut became the first man in history to watch an anime in space. It's 2014 and astronaut Akihiko Hoshide has a problem. He's bored. Having spent multiple years on the ISS, the International Space Station, Hoshide faces an even bigger problem than just boredom. He's also got 0 holes in space. A fate worse than death. No! So when JAXA, the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, gave him the opportunity to get some entertainment, he sprinted at the chance faster than a homeless man who just saw Mr. Beast. But when approached with what he wanted, Akihiko, being a man of culture, wanted one thing: hose, anime. So as part of the special gesture, an episode of the show Space Brothers was sent to the space station, not only for Akihiko to watch, but to also record lines for, making Space Brothers the first anime to be watched and recorded in space ever. Akihiko has a special connection with this series because it follows the story of 2 brothers who both dream of becoming astronauts, and the stressful physical and mental training they undergo in order to become selected to go to space. The show even has the mythical Burakuman. Hold up, young thug, is that you? The most important part is how the brothers' parents provide emotional support and guidance to their sons as they pursue their dreams, which is very different from my parents' farm.
My son's a failure.
This is something Akihiko relates to because he fell in love with space exploration for the first time when he watched Star Wars with his father, and he loved it so much that his dad even took him to NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida. However, as much as his dad believed and supported Akihiko to achieve his dreams, he died before his son's first space mission, something I can't help but feel Akihiko regrets. So he played himself in the anime and even did a special Q&A session with children who also wanted to become astronauts in order to inspire them the same way his father inspired him to achieve his dreams. Realistically, none of them are getting in. NASA has an acceptance rate of 0.083%, so why are you misleading the youth, fam?